in memory of the chickens who gave their lives during the Great Puerto Pollo Potluck Jamboree of 1621.
Welcome, patron, to the Barbary Coast, where every haircut is an adventure.
Aye, and if you're wanting a haircut, you'll have to wait until I'm finished with Captain Rottingham here.
Are you guys pirate barbers?
We prefer the term buccaneer hairstylists.
Great! Maybe you guys can help me find this huge diamond ring I'm looking for.
Diamond ring?
Yeah, it's supposedly enormous, and it's on Blood Island.
Blood Island?
Never heard of it.
It's a funny story, really. I need it to lift this curse that's turned my girlfriend into a solid gold statue.
Solid gold?
Wait a second, did I just share too much? It's a bunch of combs floating in that blue stuff. It's a comb, probably made from the jawbone of some near-extinct sea mammal.
Ah, hands off that comb, or I'll have your bangs, you thieving dog.
It's the handle the barber uses to raise and lower the chair.
Ah, don't you be touching that there handle, you hair lubber.
It's a rock, and it's a paperweight. Coiffures for the discerning pirate. Spring edition.
Don't touch that, you foul creature, or this ape may ruin my haircut.
He looks like a true professional. Wow, I bet those could cut through anything. There's a plaque on this portrait. It says, Rachel Squall. This lady we're certain was no debutante. She killed 20 men while she wore this bouffant. Edward Screech. When it came to rum, Edward Screech never skimped. He drank a whole bottle while he had his hair crimped. Thomas Lude. Here was a dangerous man when accosted, but he looked pretty good when his hair had been frosted. Captain Steed Grommet. He fought and he struggled. He kicked and he brawled. But when he left our shop, we made sure he was bald. In loving memory, Crackers, 1684 to 1685. Jack Rackham. Always a dapper crook. Jack wore the layered look. Another satisfied customer. Captain Richard Squawkins. There never was a more despicable knave, but we gave him an impeccable body wave. It's a salty pirate, sucking on some candy. It's a dapper pirate. Ahoy there, I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Of course you are.
Okay then, who are you?
Edward Van Helgen.
Not thee!
That's right, mine is the name that pirates fear the most. Edward Snugglecakes Van Helgen.
Dude! How'd you like to join my ever-growing pirate crew?
Your crew? Why would I want to be on your crew?
It's gonna be a blast. We're going to Blood Island.
Sorry, Threepwood. As much as I'd love to be out at sea again, I could never serve a captain who wasn't a gentleman and who wasn't my equal.
Gentlemen, that's me all over.
Then prove it. If you can defeat me in a gentleman's duel, I'll join your crew.
All right, let's get to dueling.
No, no, no. There are rules. If you want to duel with me, you have to give me sufficient insult.
Okay. Hey, that's a nice shirt. How long have you been colorblind?
Oh, please.
Nice cologne you're wearing. Did you actually roll around in dung or just dab a little behind each ear?
That's not the type of insult I had in mind.
Did I mention you're a big old bedwetting duty head?
No, but I'm still not impressed.
How appropriate. You fight like a cow.
That's an old one. Come back when you have some fresher material, eh?
I don't want to insult you. Why can't we just get along? You went from pirating to hairstyling. Why?
The music of the sea is something that takes hold of your soul and never lets go. But the life of a sailor is a rough one, and the sea shows no mercy. It was no easy choice to leave, but I realized that I could still enjoy the music of the sea while remaining safely on land.
Through affordably priced sea shanty compilation albums?
No. By starting a barbershop quartet, obviously.
Obviously, but there are only 3 of you.
Auditions didn't go as well as we'd hoped. We once had a tenor named Dominique, but he left. Artistic differences.
You still haven't explained why you chose hairstyling.
Well, we spent so much time coming up with a clever name for the shop, we realized we were going to have to give up singing and actually become barbers. But I still like to think that we're not just cutting hair. That maybe, just maybe, we're teaching people a little bit about themselves.
Are you truly happy with this line of work?
I may return to the sea one day, but for now I'm happy helping pirates look their very best. At least until we find a 4th for our barbershop quartet.
I could be the 4th for your barbershop quartet.
No, that's okay. I was wrong. We don't need one after all.
Oh, come on, I've really got away with a ballad.
All right, then. Let's hear what you've got.
Plunder, plunder, how I wonder how'd ya get so doggone pretty? Home to sailors, barbers, tailors, and Puerto Pollo, your capital city.
Oh, my dear, sweet, merciful Savior in heaven.
Pretty good, huh?
You must take an oath now, before man and God, that you will never, ever again sing in public.
So, what are you telling me exactly? Let me try out for your barbershop quartet again.
No!
Oh, please, please! The spirit of music is in me.
All right, but this is the last time.
Oh, there's a monkey in my pocket and he's stealing all my change. His stare is blank and glassy. I suspect that he's deranged.
Great sainted jumping monkeys!
What do you think, huh?
That was even more atonal than last time.
Hey, let me try out another song for your barbershop quartet.
Am I just not getting through to you, Threepwood?
Come on, this time will be great. Trust me.
If you insist.
Once my old man spoke to good King Triton and asked, why all this senseless fightin'? Why can't we men express emotion? Now I've got a friend in the...
Mother of all that we as humans hold sacred.
Well?
You're actually beginning to make me physically ill. Please stop.
Listen to me sing again. You'll love it this time.
I really, really, really don't want to.
No, believe me, I'm just getting warmed up. For those cold, dark shipboard nights, we've got boxers, briefs, and tights, made from cotton, silk, or satin, in styles Anglo, Dutch, and Latin. When you sail, don't take a chance, wearing nothing neath your pants. Trust Silver's long johns. They breathe.
Words. I need more words. My grasp of the language is not sufficient to describe the violent, retching nausea your singing is causing me to experience.
I'm not following you. Is that a good thing? I've got one song left for you. It's a showstopper.
Okay, whatever.
I'm hooked on you, baby, but the seas keep us apart, and there ain't no eye patch big enough to cover up my broken heart.
That's odd.
What? What? You liked it?
No, it was dreadful. It's just that my queasiness has subsided. But now I'm beginning to taste metal and see spots before my eyes. I'm afraid that your singing is so bad that it has caused me to have a stroke.
bet you have a ton of cool pirate stories.
No, I couldn't.
Oh, come on, I'd really like to hear some of...
The year was 1675. We were on a course towards the wreck of the Rattling Phlegm. Our days were filled with songs of the voyage and the untold riches we'd find at our destination. 2 months into our journey, we realized something was horribly wrong.
Were you haunted by the spiteful ghost of a former captain?
No, a restless spirit would have been a welcome relief compared to the evil we faced. We were all stricken with a melody, a diabolical song that I shall never forget. La 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 la, la 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 la.
Hey, that's kind of catchy.
Aye, all too catchy for a crew of 50 men confined to a ship hundreds of miles from port. No one could think of anything else, and many threw themselves into the sea rather than hear any more of the incessant humming. We returned with but 8 of our crew left. The doomed voyage of the Obsessivo-Compulsivo will haunt me forever.
Whoa, look at the time. Gotta scoot.
Now there's a challenge. To the field of honor. Choose your weapon.
Cool. Cool. I choose this pistol. If I beat you, will you join my crew?
The odds of you beating me are so astronomical, I will take that bet. Ha! Again, I prove to you I'm the greatest duelist in the world.
Whoa, look at the time. Gotta scoot.
Haven't I shamed you enough?
You haven't even begun to see me shamed.
Back to the field of honor, then. Choose your weapon.
It's the lid to the box of pistols. It's a banjo case. I choose the banjo.
I accept.
You do?
You're pretty good, boy. Let's see you follow this.
He's good. I'll never beat him. What should I shoot?
What? You shot my banjo.
You can't be sure of that. That shot may have come from the grassy knoll.
Of all the lowdown tricks, I never heard of anything so low. I completely misjudged you. You are a pirate after all. I'd be proud to join your crew.
Great.
I'll just pack this stuff up and get ready. And give me back my gun.
I'll need 2 more sailors for my crew. Are you ready to set sail for adventure?
Of course. I'll meet you on board your ship when you're ready.
Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
So,
It's good to meet you, Mr.
Bill.
Bill? That's your pirate name, Bill?
Cutthroat Bill.
Oh, I see. Well, that puts a whole new spin on it, doesn't it? Are you ever going back to pirating?
Maybe. Someday. If I find the right captain.
Perfect! I'll be your captain. Onward to Blood Island and high adventure. Wanna come?
You, a captain? Hardly.
I defeated the Swordmaster of Melee Island.
And what do you have to show for it?
I've got a ton of cool stories.
Treasure? Immense mounds of gold and diamonds? Solid gold scepters of power? Anything?
Well, I've got these nickels.
Wooden?
Yeah.
Some treasure hunter you are. You couldn't find gold in a jewelry shop.
I bet I could find more gold than you've ever seen.
How much would you bet?
Well, I've got these nickels.
Right. Come back when you have some real treasure to show me.
How'd you break into the hairstyling industry?
I saw an ad to join a barbershop quartet. Got a problem with that?
No, that must be very rewarding work.
What's that supposed to mean?
Mean? Well, just that, cutting hair and singing must be just a lot of fun.
It's like a party every day. Some days I just don't know how to contain my joy. I get giddy, and the laughter bubbles out of me like a sparkling fountain of mirth and gaiety.
Okay, new topic. Do you really enjoy being a barber?
It's a steady income.
Pirate stories. Got any?
Okay, here's a story. I started out as a crewman on the raging Tightwad, sailing out of Puerto Pollo. The captain was a master treasure hunter, a diviner from some ancient secret society. He had some weird fifth sense when it came to finding objects of value.
Supernatural powers? I have a hard time believing that.
I did too. At first, we left port without a map, guided only by the captain's keen senses. We spent the first week going around in circles, until we realized the crew's gold earrings were throwing the captain off. After we tossed all our jewelry, gold coins, and belt buckles overboard, we got back on course.
Your captain sounds like a real freak show.
Many of us on board started to think the same thing. We sailed for 2 years and had finally started back to Plunder Island. But just as we started to doubt him, he paid off. We found sunken treasure right off the coast.
Wait a second. Was it an enormous pile of jewelry and gold coins and belt buckles at the bottom of the bay?
Exactly. How did you know that?
I just had a feeling. Say, what you eating there?
Jawbreaker.
Is it good?
Yep.
You don't say much, do you?
Nope.
That's a really good jawbreaker there, huh?
Yep.
Well, that's just terrific, isn't it?
Yep.
Boy, I sure could go for a jawbreaker right about now.
Yep.
I said I sure could go for a jawbreaker right about now.
I hope you find one.
You gonna finish that jawbreaker?
Sure am.
Okay, just checking. Nothing I love more than a good jawbreaker.
Me too.
Yeah, see? When you look at it that way, we're really not all that different, you and I.
Whatever.
Could I have your jawbreaker?
No.
Do you know any more pirate stories?
Want the story about how I slit the throat of the annoying little pirate who kept asking me questions?
Is something troubling you? It's been a pleasure. Bye. You know, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. I think we've bonded.
How did you do that?
Oh, it was nothing really. Just sudden pressure applied below the sternum to expel a foreign object from the windpipe.
That's amazing. I owe you my life. From now on,
Yes?
that will be known as the Threepwood Maneuver. Nah.
It's only got a little bit of spit and hair on it. Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I'm a mighty
Quiet.
Huh?
Don't distract him when he's working on me.
Aye, laddie, you'll have to wait your turn. It's the pirate way.
He seems irritable. Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
I see. And I don't care.
I'm a mighty pirate.
Ha!
What do you mean, ha?
I meant just what I said. Ah, if you're a mighty pirate, then I'm bold.
I'm mighty enough to defeat LeChuck twice.
LeChuck? Ha! Even if he's dead, there's just no excuse for that hair.
So you're a ship captain, huh?
Not just any ship captain. Don't tell me you've never heard of Captain Rene Rottingham.
I've never heard of Captain Roddy.
I'm only the most cunning and well-groomed captain ever to sail the Caribbean.
Well, how'd you like to join my crew?
Me serve on your crew? Please don't make me break into hysterical laughter while this buffoon is working on my hair.
Why don't you want to join my crew?
I serve under no man. Oh boy.
Now, just 1 second.
If there's any treasure to be found, I'm going to be the man to find it. And I'll look absolutely stunning while I'm doing it.
Well, I didn't want you on my crew anyway.
That's your loss. And boy, lose the ponytail. It's so last year.
Did you know you're starting to go gray?
I most certainly am not.
Don't get me wrong, gray hair suits you.
It doesn't. I mean, of course it would. But I don't have to worry about that for several years.
If I were you, I'd worry more about those split ends.
Split ends? I'll have you know I've killed men for comments less slanderous than that.
You've got a bald spot starting here in the back.
What? You're lying, of course.
If you say so. All I know is that there's definitely some kind of shine going on back here. You seem irritable. Is it from your dry scalp?
My scalp is lovingly massaged with the finest creams and oils in the world, twice daily.
Yeah, that's a little more than I wanted to know.
Your petty jabs and insults mean nothing to me.
They're doing great things with dandruff shampoo these days.
I suggest you leave, boy, before you force me to defend my honor.
Fire! Run for your life!
I'm sure the authorities probably have the situation under control. But just in case, Berber, more moisturizer.
Rabid dogs are on the loose! Get out, now!
I don't hear anything. There are no rabid dogs on the loose.
That's just what they want you to think. There's an axe-wielding maniac at the door! Flee!
Perhaps you should offer yourself as a sacrifice so the rest of us may be saved.
The calls are coming from within the barber shop. You must get out immediately.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Leave us alone.
Storms are coming. Better get a move on. Could be a twister.
Then I'm most definitely staying inside. The humidity does horrible things to my hair.
Captain Rottingham, you're being paged.
Take a message.
You know, sitting down for too long can be unhealthy. It's a serious risk to your cardiovascular system. I think a nice jog could be just what you need right about now. Up and at 'em.
Go away.
You seem busy. I'll come back later.
Holy infestation! You've been struck with the hair demons.
What are you talking about?
The cursed head vermin, the scourge of every hygienic sailor on the seven seas.
That's a lie.
Sure as I'm standing here, they're wriggling about your scalp like a pack of wretched sea lions.
Good analogy.
This calls for drastic action. I'm bringing in old Ironsides.
No, let's not be too rash.
Rash. That's a bad sign.
There's no time to lose. I'm going to have to amputate.
No, you'll ruin my hair.
Ahoy there! I'm Guybrush Threepwood, here to serve all your mighty pirate needs.
Pleasure to meet you, Guybrush. I am Haggis McMutton of the clan McMutton.
How did you become a barber pirate?
I spent 10 years at sea on board the HMS Anathema, the fastest ship in the Scottish Navy.
So how did that help you become a barber pirate?
It was a clipper ship.
Ah. Do you know any rousing pirate stories?
Well, there is the story of the secret of Bulky Island. We were a crew of 200 men under the command of Big Jake McJuggernaut, the most powerful captain on the seas. One night in port, Captain Jake heard the tale of an enormous treasure buried somewhere on Bulky Island. We set sail and landed on the island within a fortnight and found the treasure the next morning.
How big a treasure are we talking about here?
Immense. An inconceivable amount of gold, silver, jewels, and coupons for discounts at area restaurants. Oh, it was a beautiful sight. A tremendous chest made of solid gold. Big Jake leapt into the hole and wrapped his sinewy arms around the chest. He gathered his resolve, counted to 3, filled his lungs, and lifted with all his might. The sound of his back cracking brought a grimace to even the most steel-hearted crewman. By nightfall, the lot of us were lying on the beach, writhing in pain.
Why didn't you set up a system of ropes and pulleys?
That would have been the weak man's way out. The pirate Angus MacFulcrum had followed us to Bulky Island, wanting the treasure for himself. The weakling used a lever and took the chest, laughing at us as he carried it to his ship. And my proud Captain McJuggernaut died in traction, cursing himself for not being strong enough.
Haggis. That's an unusual name.
I suppose it is, but Haggis is just a nickname. The given name is heart, liver, and kidneys boiled in the stomach of the animal McMutton.
Oh, so your parents were expecting a girl.
Aye.
What is that blue stuff in the jar anyway?
Ah, the old comb juice. 'Tis a fiery brew that's bested many a sailor with her fermented froth. It'll burn your throat unless you chase it with conditioner.
Those sure are nice scissors.
Aye, they're my best pair. They can cut through almost anything.
Why are they in the ceiling?
Sometimes I cut hair so fast, the scissors fly from my hands at unbelievable speeds.
Could I borrow those scissors for a minute?
Sorry, no. They're much too valuable to me. You know they can cut through almost anything.
Yes, I believe you mentioned that. When I think of all I could do with those scissors.
Aye. The scissors are just that good.
Did I mention how nice those scissors are?
You did, and it's all true. They're the best pair I've ever owned.
And they can cut through anything. Please let me borrow those scissors.
Sorry, but no.
How would you like to join my crew?
You seem like a nice enough sort, Guybrush. But a man cannot serve as my captain unless he earns me respect.
And how would a man go about doing that?
By besting me in a time-honored test of strength.
The 500-meter bucket full of heavy rocks relay?
No, I'm talking about the traditional Highland display of strength and virility, the caber toss.
Oh, but in school I was always picked last for caber tossing.
Maybe it's because you weren't familiar enough with the sport. You see, The caber is a large tree trunk. We go to the field of competition, and each of us heaves the caber as far as he can. The man whose caber goes the farthest is the winner.
That's just about the stupidest sport I've ever heard of. And I watch cable television.
Aye, but you cannot argue with tradition.
Sounds great. Let's do it.
I would never follow such a weak captain.